Welcome to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia for this FIFA World Cup 2026 round of 16 clash between France and Paraguay. The stadium is packed, the atmosphere is loud, and the Philadelphia Heat adds another challenge for both teams. France arrive as favorites, full of attacking firepower led by Kylian Mbappe, while Paraguay come in as the fearless underdogs after shocking Germany in the previous round. France want possession, speed, and control. Paraguay want discipline, patience, and one perfect counterattack. Tonight is simple. Can France break the wall, or can Paraguay turn defense into destiny? Mbappe starts as France captain, chasing more World Cup history, while Paraguay rely on their compact shape, physical defending, and goalkeeper Orlando Gill to keep the dream alive. The players are ready, the crowd is buzzing, and knockout pressure is everywhere. The referee blows the whistle, the first minute, and we are underway in Philadelphia. France immediately take control of the ball, dressed like a team that ordered possession for dinner and asked Paraguay to pay the bill. Paraguay drop deep, compact, and very disciplined, already forming a red and white wall in front of their penalty areas. France begin patiently, moving the ball from side to side, looking for the first crack. The third minute. The winner of this match will face Morocco and Boston, and France enter as heavy favorites. But Paraguay have already shocked Germany, so nobody in blue should be treating this like a friendly neighborhood picnic. This is knockout football. One mistake, one bounce, one goalkeeper having the match of his life, and suddenly the script catches fire. The fifth minute. France have settled completely on the ball. Paraguay are barely leaving their own half, sitting deep like they have rented the edge of their box for the entire afternoon. Mbappe stays central. Dembele and Barcola stretch the width, while Olise looks for little pockets between the lines. Paraguay's mission is clear: suffer, survive, and counter when possible. The 7th minute. France win the first corner after Almiron turns Digne's cross behind. Dembele delivers, but Paraguay clear strongly. It is already one-way traffic, and France are beginning to ask questions. Paraguay answer with bodies, headers, boots, and the emotional energy of a team defending its last slice of pizza. The 8th minute. A ridiculous passing number early on. France have completed 56 passes in the opening 5 minutes, while Paraguay have only 4. That is not possession dominance. That is France borrowing the ball and forgetting to return it. Paraguay remain calm, though keeping their shape and refusing to panic. The 10th minute. France are absolutely swamping Paraguay now. The possession is close to 90%, and Paraguay are pinned near their own box. Every French pass forces the South Americans to shuffle, slide, and communicate. This is chess. But France brought a grandmaster, and Paraguay brought a very angry defensive bunker. The 11th minute. Enciso tries to give Paraguay some relief down the right, but Rabiot and Saliba close him down quickly. France recover possession and launch forward again. Paraguay need an outlet soon, because defending for 90 minutes against this French attack is like trying to stop rain with a napkin. The 13th minute. Galarza wins a free kick just inside the French half, giving Paraguay a rare chance to send the ball into the box. Gomez delivers deep, but France clear without panic. It is a small moment, but for Paraguay it matters. They need reminders that the halfway line is not a forbidden border. The 14th minute. France's final third dominance is already enormous. In the first 10 minutes, they made 56 passes in Paraguay's final third. Paraguay made none in France's. That statistic tells the story perfectly. France are knocking on the door, ringing the bell, checking the windows, and Paraguay are pretending nobody is home. The 16th minute. Barcola releases Digne down the left, and the fullback swings in a cross. Gill reads it well and gathers comfortably. Paraguay are under pressure, but they are not broken. Their back five is staying compact, forcing France wide and daring Les Bleus to deliver quality instead of quantity. The 18th minute. Olise wins another corner on the right. France take it short, but the move breaks down as Dembele gives it straight to Cubas. That is exactly what Paraguay want. Slow France down, frustrate them, make the big stars side dramatically, and turn every attack into a wrestling match with shin pads. The 19th minute. Barcola receives the first yellow card for a late challenge on Caceres. It looks harsh, because he appears to pull out of the tackle and barely makes contact. France are not happy. Paraguay will not care. In knockout football, even the referee's whistle can become part of the weather. The 21st minute. Paraguay are delaying whenever possible. And honestly, it is working. They are not seeing much of the ball, but they have kept France without a real opening. This is survival football with a tactical instruction manual. Slow the rhythm, kill the tempo, and make France think too much. The 22nd minute. Finally, France registered their first attempt. Cone gets time in midfield and strikes with his left foot, aiming toward the top corner. The ball takes a deflection and goes behind for a corner. Paraguay defend it well again. France have the ball, the territory, the pressure, but still no clean breakthrough. The 23rd minute. The first hydration break arrives in the Philadelphia Heat. France have had 81% possession, completed 170 passes, and made 91 final third passes, but still no shot on target. Paraguay have barely escaped their own half, but their defensive discipline has been excellent. The scoreboard remains silent, and Paraguay will absolutely love that. The 25th minute. Paraguay's big concern now is energy. Can they keep this shape for the full match? They have defended bravely, but they have not built an attacking platform. Still, if you offered them 0-0 after 25 minutes before kickoff, they would have grabbed it, framed it, and put it above the fireplace. The 27th minute. Play resumes after the hydration break. France continue probing, but Paraguay's block remains stubborn. Every blue shirt looks for space. Every Paraguayan defender closes it. This match is turning into a patience test for France, and Paraguay are acting like professional exam supervisors. The 28th minute. Paraguay finally enjoy a rare move forward. Cubas finds space in the French half and shoots with his left foot. It deflects off Upamecano, then falls to Diego Gomez, who tries an ambitious volley. The idea is spectacular. The execution is slightly more training ground on a windy day. Goal kick France. The 30th minute. Still no shot on target from either side. This is not a wild shootout. This is a tactical arm wrestle. France are dominating the ball. Paraguay are dominating the art of saying no. For commentators, this is the moment to raise the tension. The favorite is in control, but the underdog is dragging them into uncomfortable territory. The 31st minute. Mbappe gets his first real glimpse. Dembele sends in a lovely cross, and Mbappe attacks the space, but he cannot quite reach it with his head. If he were a yard farther back, that could have been the opener. Paraguay survives, but that was the warning siren. When Mbappe appears, defenders suddenly remember religion. The 33rd minute. France are finding rhythm now. Dembele combines well. Olise sells a clever dummy, and Rabiot takes aim from distance with his left foot. The shot rises over the bar. France are getting closer, but Paraguay are forcing them into lower percentage attempts. The door is locked, and France are still looking for the correct key. The 34th minute. Enciso works hard for Paraguay and wins a free kick in the French half. Gomez delivers deep toward the back post, but Maignan collects comfortably. Enciso has not had many chances to attack, but his pressing and effort are helping Paraguay breathe. He is doing the dirty work, the football equivalent of cleaning the kitchen after a party. The 35th minute. Tensions rise. Cubas drags Mbappe to the ground, and the French captain reacts with frustration. Players from both sides come together in a push-and-pull scene that briefly looks like a crowded supermarket sales. The referee calms things down, but Paraguay are clearly getting under France's skin. The 36th minute. Olise delivers the free kick toward the back post. Velasquez clears awkwardly. Cubas turns it behind, and France get another corner. Dembele whips it in. Paraguay only half clear, and Kondi tries a left-footed volley inside the box. He does not catch it cleanly, and Gill gathers. Paraguay survive again. The 38th minute. Huge moment. France break at speed down the right. Mbappe finds Dembele, who cuts inside and bends a shot toward the far corner. It takes a slight touch off Alonso and flies just wide. That is the kind of chance that wakes up the entire stadium. France are inches away, and Paraguay's defensive alarm bells are now playing at maximum volume. The 40th minute. Dembele sends the corner toward Mbappe at the back post. Caceres pressures him just enough to stop clean contact. Mbappe thinks he has been fouled, but the referee waves play on him. The French captain is not pleased. Paraguay, meanwhile, continue defending with the intensity of people trying to stop a flood using furniture. The 42nd minute. France keep pressing. Another corner comes in from Dembele. Paraguay clear partially, and Cone recycles play to Digne on the left. Digne crosses, but it is too close to Gill, who catches it calmly. Still 0-0. France have volume. Paraguay have resistance. The match has become a very expensive locked door. The 44th minute. France have already delivered 20 crosses in the first half, their second most in the opening half of a World Cup match on record. But the quality has not matched the quantity. It is like ordering 20 coffees and somehow still being sleepy. Paraguay's defenders are eating crosses for lunch. The 45th minute. 3 minutes of added time are announced. France want one final push before the break. Paraguay want oxygen, shade, and perhaps a polite conversation with the clock to move faster. The game is tense, physical, and frustrating. Exactly the kind of knockout match where one moment can flip the entire story. The 45+2 TH minute. Enciso continues to be excellent for Paraguay. He has not had many chances in front of goal, but his pressure on France's defenders has been vital. He is helping his backline breathe, forcing hurried passes and buying seconds whenever Paraguay desperately need them. The 45+4th minute. The first half ends with Paraguay 0-0 France. No shots on target from either side. Only the third World Cup knockout match since 1966 to reach halftime without one. France have dominated possession, territory, and crosses, but Paraguay have defended with incredible stubbornness. The favorite is frustrated, the underdog is alive, and this match is now perfectly balanced on a knife edge. The 46th minute. The second half begins with no changes from either manager. France immediately reclaim possession, determined to turn territorial dominance into something that actually appears on the scoreboard. Paraguay reset their defensive block within seconds, looking just as organized as they were before the break. If this was a castle, the drawbridge is still firmly raised. The 48th minute. France continues stretching the field from wing to wing. The first half crossing strategy produced plenty of activity, but almost no real danger. Surely Didier Deschamps is wondering how long he can wait before calling on fresh legs. Paraguay, meanwhile, will happily keep watching crosses fly into the box if this is the outcome. The 49th minute. Rabiot receives the ball outside the penalty area and lets fly with his left foot. It rises comfortably over the bar. France are shooting, but not asking enough difficult questions. Gill has barely had to sweat despite watching blue shirts surround his penalty area for nearly 50 minutes. The 51st minute. Paraguay win a rare corner after Almiron forces the issue down the flank. He swings the delivery into the area, but Maignan rises confidently above the crowd and punches clear. Calm, commanding, and exactly what France need from their goalkeeper whenever Paraguay managed to escape their own half. The 52nd minute. Here comes the biggest chance of the match. France explode forward on the counter. Maignan launches a huge ball over the top. Mbappe races through behind the defense, and suddenly the stadium rises to its feet. Caceres recovers brilliantly at the last second to deny him. France quickly recycle possession, take the corner short. Dembele sneaks toward the near post and fires into the side netting. What a sequence. France are inches away. Paraguay are living dangerously. And the tension inside Philadelphia just doubled in the space of 20 seconds. The 54th minute. France keep piling on the pressure. Every clearance comes straight back. Every loose ball belongs to Les Bleus. Paraguay are defending with incredible commitment, but they are spending almost every second without the football. The 55th minute. What a save. Kone spots space from long distance and unleashes a powerful right-footed strike that seems destined for the top corner. Gill flies. The Paraguayan goalkeeper stretches every inch of his body to fingertip the ball behind for a corner. That is the first shot on target of the entire match. And Gill responds with pure brilliance. Ladies and gentlemen, goalkeepers win knockout matches too. The 57th minute. That effort from Kone officially becomes the first shot on target after 55 minutes of football. It has taken nearly an hour for either goalkeeper to make a meaningful save, and Gill has announced himself with authority. The 58th minute. Paraguay make the first substitution as Jose Canale replaces Alderete. Fresh legs are desperately needed because the defensive workload today has been enormous. Every defender has covered enough ground to qualify for a marathon. The 59th minute. Barcola finally finds room down the left after a clever pass from Mbappe. He drives confidently into the penalty area, but Caceres recovers magnificently to block his path before Gill calmly gathers possession. Another excellent piece of defending. Paraguay simply refused to panic. The 61st minute. Double substitutions now. Caballero replaces Enciso for Paraguay after the young forward has run himself into exhaustion following an afternoon of chasing shadows and pressing defenders. France answer immediately. Desire Doe enters for Bradley Barcola. That substitution immediately changes the atmosphere. Doué loves to attack defenders one-on-one, and tired legs are exactly what he wants to see standing in front of him. The 62nd minute. An incredible statistic appears. 8 of the 11 total shots in this match have come from outside the penalty area. That tells you everything. Paraguay have built a defensive wall so compact that France cannot find space inside the box. Every shooting lane disappears before it even opens. The 64th minute. France continues circulating possession with nearly 70% of the ball since halftime. Still, no breakthrough. Mbappe grows frustrated and tries his luck from distance. The shot sails high into the crowd. Even the French captain knows he forced that effort. Paraguay are making every superstar work overtime. The 65th minute. This could be the moment. Doué dances beautifully past one defender, then another, then slips inside the penalty area. The teenager twists, turns, looks ready to shoot. Gomez crashes into him. Doué goes down. Every French player instantly throws both arms into the air. Penalty appeals everywhere. The referee waves play on. But wait, VAR is checking. The 67th minute. The drama continues. VAR calls the referee to the monitor. Everyone inside the stadium knows what is coming. Replay after replay clearly shows Gomez catching Dao. French supporters are already celebrating. Paraguay's players surround the referee, desperately hoping for mercy. This is the defining moment of the match. The 68th minute, penalty to France. The referee finally points to the spot. The entire French bench erupts. Doué has completely changed the game within minutes of coming on. His fearless dribbling finally breaks the Paraguayan resistance after nearly 70 minutes of frustration. Now all eyes turn toward one man, Kylian Mbappe. No pressure, only the hopes of an entire nation. The 70th minute. Go! Mbappe steps forward. Short run up, right foot, calm as you like. He sends Gill the wrong way and nestles the ball perfectly into the bottom corner. France finally have their breakthrough. The captain barely celebrates wildly. Instead, he spreads his arms with quiet confidence, almost saying, "It took a while, but we got there." Philadelphia explodes. The French supporters find their voices all at once. Paraguay's incredible resistance is finally broken. The 71st minute. Paraguay react immediately. Mauricio replaces Diego Gomez. Gabriel Avalos comes on for Miguel Almiron. Fresh attackers enter because there is no longer any reason to defend. The underdogs must now chase the game, something they have barely done all afternoon. The 73rd minute. Another hydration break arrives, but the emotional temperature is far hotter than the weather. France finally lead after controlling almost every aspect of the contest. Mbappe's penalty is his 19th World Cup goal, another astonishing chapter in an already legendary tournament career. Paraguay now face their toughest challenge of the afternoon. For 70 minutes, they defended almost perfectly. Now they must attack, and attacking against France leaves spaces, dangerous spaces. The 75th minute. The statistics continue to grow around Mbappe. That penalty becomes his 11th World Cup knockout goal. Nobody in tournament history has scored more in knockout football. Big occasions simply seem to belong to him. Every World Cup writes new stories. Mbappe just keeps writing his own chapter after chapter. The 76th minute. Play resumes after the hydration break with France protecting their slim advantage. The mood has completely changed. Paraguay can no longer hide behind their defensive wall. They have to step forward now. Every step leaves another dangerous gap for Mbappe and company to exploit. The 77th minute. Things get heated once again. Mbappe is bundled over on the right-hand side by Caceres after another physical challenge. The French captain responds with a shove of his own. Caceres kicks back in frustration, and somehow the referee spots absolutely nothing. Both benches are furious. This match has become as much about emotions as football. The 79th minute. The quality of the officiating is becoming a major talking point. Paraguay continue walking the disciplinary tightrope with several heavy challenges escaping punishment. France are growing increasingly frustrated, but Deschamps is urging his players to stay focused. They are only 11 minutes away from another World Cup quarterfinal. The 81st minute. France finally receive another yellow card. Kone arrives late into a challenge on Caceres and is immediately booked. Ironically, the French players surround the referee, asking why similar tackles from Paraguay have gone unpunished throughout the afternoon. The complaints are understandable. The inconsistency has been impossible to ignore. The 81st minute. Another worrying statistic for Paraguay. It has now been over 30 minutes since their last attempt on goal. They defended heroically for most of the match, but now they desperately need something going forward. One attack, one opportunity, one magical moment. The 83rd minute. Deschamps makes another change. Rayan Cherki replaces Ousmane Dembele. Fresh creativity enters the field at exactly the right time. France are no longer forcing attacks. Now they are inviting Paraguay forward before striking into the spaces left behind. The 83rd minute. Paraguay still have not registered a single shot on target. Credit must go to the French back line. Saliba, Upamecano, and Koundé have barely allowed Maignan to break a sweat this afternoon. The 86th minute. France are managing this match beautifully. Patient passes, excellent movement, no unnecessary risks. Every completed pass feels like another second disappearing from Paraguay's World Cup dream. The South Americans are being forced to chase shadows. The 87th minute. Paraguay finally find a little space. Mauricio hooks a clever pass toward Alonso on the left. He strikes first time on the volley. Wide? Not by much. For a split second, the French supporters held their breath. France survive again. The 89th minute. Another huge save from Gill. Doué threads a beautiful pass into Mbappe. The captain turns brilliantly inside the penalty area before firing low toward goal. Gill reacts instantly, diving to his right and pushing the ball away with another outstanding save. He refuses to let this become two. Without him, this game would have been over much earlier. The 90th minute, 10 additional minutes. Then, Paraguay have one final opportunity to rescue their World Cup. France know they cannot switch off for even a second. The tension inside the stadium becomes almost unbearable. Every clearance earns a roar. Every whistle feels louder. Every attack could decide everything. The 90th minute, Paraguay launch another attack. Galarza heads the ball into Mauricio's path. He strikes first time toward the bottom corner. Straight at Maignan. Comfortable save. France breathe again. The 90-plus second minute. More controversy. Galarza arrives very late on Olise. Another reckless challenge. Another moment where France expect a yellow card. Another moment where the referee keeps his cards in his pocket. The frustration inside the French camp boils over once again. The 90-plus fourth minute. France win a corner through Cherki. No rush, no panic. Olise plays it short to Dow. The French are in absolutely no hurry now. Every pass drains precious seconds from the clock. This is game management at its finest. The 90-plus fifth minute. Another ugly off-the-ball incident. Galarza catches Koundé after the play has already moved away. The referee misses it again. France simply shake their heads. At this stage, arguing wastes more energy than the foul itself. The 90-plus sixth minute. Unbelievable! How has Mbappe not scored? Olise slides an absolutely magnificent through ball into Dow. Doué lifts his head. Perfect square pass. Mbappe is completely free. He strikes first time. Gill somehow saves. The rebound falls straight back to Mbappe. Surely this time. No again. Gill throws himself across the goal once more to produce an astonishing second save. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the greatest double saves you will ever see in a World Cup knockout match. Mbappe cannot believe it. The French bench cannot believe it. Even the neutral fans are applauding. Gill has turned defeat into dignity with pure brilliance. The 90-plus seventh minute. Olise becomes the latest player booked after pushing Galarza during another heated exchange. Tempers are running high everywhere. Both teams know there is almost nothing left. The 90-plus ninth minute. Mbappe wins a valuable free kick near the corner flag after another late challenge from Kacheris. Exactly what France wanted. Not another attack. Just another 30 seconds disappearing from the clock. The captain smiles. He knows, everyone knows, France are almost there. The 90-plus 11th minute. The final whistle. France survive an incredibly physical and frustrating battle to defeat Paraguay by a single goal. For 70 minutes, they knocked on the door without success. Then Desire Dow produced the magical dribble that changed everything. VAR intervened. Mbappe stepped forward. One calm penalty. One decisive finish. One ticket to the quarterfinals. Paraguay leave with enormous pride after producing one of the toughest defensive performances of the tournament. Goalkeeper Orlando Gill delivers an unforgettable display filled with spectacular saves that kept hope alive until the final whistle. France march on to face Morocco. The scoreline reads only 1-0, but the drama, the tension, the controversies, and the emotions made this feel like a classic World Cup knockout battle from the very first whistle to the very last. What a fantastic World Cup battle we've witnessed tonight. France finally found the breakthrough thanks to Kylian Mbappe's coolly converted penalty. But full credit goes to Paraguay for producing one of the toughest defensive performances of the tournament. They fought until the very last whistle, while goalkeeper Orlando Gill delivered a truly world-class display with several incredible saves that kept this match alive until the end. Congratulations to France on reaching the FIFA World Cup 2026 quarterfinals, where an even bigger challenge awaits. And hats off to Paraguay for their passion, determination, and unforgettable fighting spirit. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this full match commentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next FIFA World Cup 2026 live commentary, highlights, and match analysis. See you in the next match. Until then, take care and enjoy the beautiful game.